All right, live Flu on the X. I'm Corey Lowery of Seether. Dude, how's your pandemic going?
Oh, making the best of it, as I'm sure everyone else is.
Where are you holding up?
What's that?
Where are you holding right now?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, Marietta, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta.
So when you guys found out, were you on the road, or did you happen to be already at home and worry about coming back?
No, we were actually we just finished our record, and Sean and I did worked with another band and did their record, and right at the end of that, I mean, it was time to get home, right before they shut everything down. So luckily we all got home safe. I'm only 3 hours away from Nashville, so it wasn't that bad.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you went like on the other side of New York exploring and had to get back to Georgia.
Right.
The new album, I mean, it's done. It sounds like you guys did it pre-pandemic. August 28th. I'm going to take a shot at the name.
Okay.
So I actually took it, but I can't Spanish in high school, so I'm going to go CD Lithium Parabellum.
Yes, you can, and it can be pronounced like that. It's also Civis Pacem Parabellum.
Okay.
Civis Pacem Parabellum.
I like that. So the meaning of that, for everyone who want peace, prepare for war, that is the title of the new Seether album coming out August 28th. This is your first album with the band, right? 2017?
This is my first. Yep.
Right?
Yeah, this is my first album with the band. I did the Poison to Perish tour.
Right.
We did that for a year and a half, and then came off the road to for Sean to do some writing, and we just did one-offs in 2019, and then jumped in the studio at the beginning of this year.
So what was the process like for you being a part of putting the album together?
It was an amazing experience, man. Sean had sent out some demos of the stuff he had been writing, and everyone, we all knew it was just going to be an incredible record, so everybody came very prepared, knowing the songs, and so when you come prepared, it makes it so much easier for the studio. You get to work on your emotion rather than how does this go or any of that stuff. So everybody was just incredible to watch, track Dale, Johnny, and to watch Sean with lyrics and stuff like that. He worked really hard for that stuff. So I mean, it's now we get to share it the best way we can, with everything going on. But it's we lived together. All of us stayed at Sean's house, and so we would wake up, go track, and then we come home at night and cook out and talk about the record and who's tracking next and excitement. It was an experience I'll never forget.
That is a very talented way to put together an album. Takes it to a different level, it seems like, for you guys. Was there any delay in the release of the album because of the pandemic? Some bands had stuff that they decided not to put out because they were going on.
Not for us. I mean, like I said, we started tracking in February, I believe it was. I mean, I think we went and did drums at Blackbird, and then we switched studios, and this is before all this is happening. We're kind of hearing it in the background, of what's going on, but it wasn't anywhere where it is, we weren't thinking pandemic at this point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Possibly that kind of stuff, but it wasn't here yet. So for us, we just stayed focused on the record, and with everything going on in the world, you got to kind of pull back and say, okay, let's do what we are here to do, and our job was to make the best record we could. So that's what we did.
So I mean, listen, it's tough to swing that hat and not hit a project that the Lowery was a part of in rock music right now. I mean, you do so many great bands. Of course, you guys work together. These seven what is different about being with Seether and some of the other projects you've been a part of?
Well, right now, I produced a band called Crowbot, and they're doing well on the charts right now, and super great guys. I think their single now they have is Gasoline.
Yep.
Before that was Low Life. I mean, listen, it's been incredible to work with so many people through the years and stuff like that, and it, from the old bands to the new bands and producing bands, and and to be a part of Seether. Seether feels like my home. So I don't, I'm not. Hopefully, I remember starting out as a guitar player when I was a kid, and it's amazing for me to end up where I want to end where I started. You know what I mean? I might even grow my crazy hair back out. Like.
Why not? Enjoy it. It's a great spot to be in, and it's a well-earned spot too. I mean, not just playing, but also producing and everything else in music. It's a great spot to see you in. And talking about the cover for a second, have you heard the cover that they did with Seven Dust?
Yeah. Of course. I mean, of course, Clint said probably the first one. He said it to me. It sounds crazy.
They put that together. It's got to be tough to step into that role and try to come up with something that's original, familiar to the old one. And it's some newer stuff. You guys have done a bunch of covers, and I think it's that category. What's the process for you like approaching a cover like this?
I mean, you're doing it to you're doing a cover because you love this band, you love the song, and it's in honor of that song. You know what I mean? But you still want to be yourself. I think Careless Whisper came out incredible. You know what I mean? And Sean sounds like Sean still. He's not trying to sound. I think it's important. I think a lot of bands have done some of their favorite bands growing up, and in honor of them. LeJean did great with Chris Cornell, and that's a big task to take, and you don't try to sound like him. You just be yourself and sing the best you can at that. So, Sean's always had a knack to pick some of the great. I love the covers that that Seether's done, and it's just fun. We do it for fun for the most part,
And I think you hit the nail on the head there. You just try to do the best, make it your own, and you got to respect the process. And it's exactly like Sean has done doing that, and it worked out. It's sort of main product.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. I think when you're yourself, you're the best version of you is you. That's something to always keep in mind as you're tracking someone else's songs. That's cool, but you got to be yourself at all times. And there's been so many. I remember there's just so many bands that that those songs back then were great, and they still hold the weight today.
So the album August 28th, resale right now on everything.com. And I'm guessing a lot of package options you do with the album, right?
Yeah, just go to Seether.com, and we got some killer new merch and stuff like that. I mean, I'm so excited to have. I can't wait to get my vinyl. Like Johnny's started kicking me into the vinyl world. He's a big collector, and I'm gonna share that with my daughter. It'll be our first vinyl that we play together. Like I want her to experience that, taking care of the wax and putting it on, and but got some super cool colors for that. And like I said, definitely go to the Seether.com and check it out. And album comes out August 28th, so we cannot wait. And we'll be out there playing live as soon as that we can. As soon as they give us a tiny go, we would be like, yes, let's do this.
Because that's really cool about your daughter and albums together. What are some things you guys have done with you?
What's that?
What are some of the albums your daughter on vinyl?
On vinyl, like not a lot, because that's what I'm saying. I want her to experience the whole thing with Seether. Like that'll be the introduction, and because it's kind of special. There was something special about taking care of the music, like, and now it's just quick, cling, you're there, but there was a ritual to it all. You went to the store, you bought the CD or album or whatever it was, and you went to the store, you looked at a bunch of stuff, bought it, came home, put it in, and then with headphones or just checking it out. There's something really cool about that because it makes you're invested, I guess. And,
well, I think there's even albums that you might have bought because of the cover, because it just looked cool.
I bought some records just based off the cover, and I was like, this is all right, Yeah, I remember being a kid, and what was it? It was some band had a Viking on their album cover. I was like, dude, this has got to be the heaviest ever. And it was like, I don't know, it was a used record, maybe Molly Hatchet. I was like, this isn't heavy, like, yeah.
Yes, that's probably big. But Seether's going to do Outback pre-order now. The album. CD's Parabellum.
Yep. CD's Pacem Parabellum. That dude, like it's been that term has been around a long time. It's Latin, and and I think it's such a powerful thing for right now, especially what's going on in the world, and hopefully it lets people think a little bit.
We got comments too. This is coming from Ryan. About the song "Broken How He Lost His Grandmother." Seether, you guys have done some very meaningful songs to some people. What is it? What's the live reaction to people? Like the broken, I don't know, maybe emotional attachment to it, or is there anything you notice on stage like that?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, first of all, thanks, Ryan. I'm glad that helped you out, and absolutely, man. We love you back. But at our shows, I just look into the eyes of a bunch of people singing, and it's just from the heart. You know what I mean? And it makes the whole thing very real. And for us, we're a very live band, and there's no playing along to these tracks or anything. It's so you're gonna hear the flaws and the human part of it. I think there's a human element that's just, it should stay human. It's not. I know that the computer world's cool, and there's a lot of cool stuff out there like that. But I think some bands, rock is a rebellion art form, and we're the ones who be like, be heavy and show that aggression. I mean, a lot of the Seether stuff, I mean, there is darkness in it that I think a lot of people can relate to. And Sean always, in lyrics, has a great ability to show that light at the end of the tunnel. No matter how dark the song is, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And we want people to get help. He started the Rise Above Fest, and for suicide awareness, and it's something dear to this band. And we're glad to help in any capacity as far as helping people.
Yeah, you're credible about rock. It fits on vinyl. One of those genres that works on vinyl.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
New album August 23rd right now. Very loud. It's time. Can't wait to see you guys once all this nonsense is over, dude.
Dude, we can't wait to get back out there, and everybody be safe and take care of each other. Lift each other rather than tear each other down. And we're going to be out there very, very soon. So we can't wait.
Thanks a lot, Corey.
Thank y'all, man. We'll see y'all.